Okay, morning, everyone. I'd like to call this special meeting Wednesday, January 21st. It's 9:40 of the Sullivan County IDA to order. Julio, can you give us roll call?
Yes, good morning. Mr. Siegel?
Present.
Mr. Siegel's present. Miss Lara?
Present.
Miss Lara's present. Mr. Steinberg?
Present.
Mr. Steinberg's present. Mr. Brooks? Mr. Brooks is present. And Mr. Sykes?
Yeah.
Mr. Sykes is present. Mr. Smith, Mr. Plummer, and Mr. Puello are absent.
Okay, so we had we had a regular meeting on December 8th and we had a special meeting on December 29th, and there are meeting minutes for both. If there aren't any questions or corrections, I need a motion. Ira?
Second.
Kathleen, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Well, any opposed? So we're good there. We have bills we're given, right?
I passed out a revised payment schedule. There was one payment added for the disability and paid leave insurance premium. So we have a total of 6 payments in the amount of $11,806.47.
All right, great. Any questions about that? Need a motion to approve the bills as stated?
Motion.
Kathleen, Ed, second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay, so we carried that. Do we have any communications? No?
Not at this part of the agenda, no.
Okay,
I have one thing that I would like to ask the board to verbally approve the closure of the 457 equities, sales tax and pilot escrow account. We've been holding that account for many years, and that project just made its final pilot payment. So we would like to return the funds to the project, and we just need the board to leave and approve that for the bank's records.
okay, well, we're done with it, so we should do that. Rather efficient. I need a motion.
No, just verbally approve it.
We've,
You want a motion?
You just
we need a
asked for a motion.
second, just, yeah,
Okay.
please.
Ed moved it. Second. Ira seconded it. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? We're good. So we have a few different resolutions. The first one, which I'm excited about, is the Catskill Veterinary Services, the project that's happening in Rock Hill for the new, not a hospital, I guess it's an office and a clinic, right?
It's a hospital also,
a
animal
hospital.
hospital, yeah, including a large animal annex, which there's none around here.
So that's
So you
an
can-
excellent project.
It's great.
Any questions as it relates to the resolution everybody has? No. Okay, Sean, are you thinking about
Looked it over pretty good.
making a motion to approve
Yes.
this? Okay. And I think Ed just winked and said that he's ready. Sean, this is right up your alley. You like this?
Absolutely.
Okay, let the animals run free. We don't have to watch those channel, channel 35.
The motion.
Ed second.
I said.
Now we have another resolution authorizing the amendment.
Motion.
Oh,
All in favor.
all in favor?
Aye.
I got excited here.
That's a great
Any
project.
opposed? No, so that's carried.
Okay, we have 2 resolutions involving delayed renewable energy projects. In each case, they were on the tax roll this year versus making a pilot payment. So the resolutions each push the first pilot payment to next year. They will then get the benefit of the entire exemption period, and they have paid or will pay taxes for this year. They both came online at a point when either it was so close to March 1st that they didn't make it on the roll, or they came online after March 1st.
I'll make the motion.
I'll say.
Okay, Ira. Sean, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that's carried. We have a discussion on the resolution, I'm told, correct?
Yes.
So Bethel Woods, we've had a few different conversations that relate to them, us extending their request for us to extend another 10 years, their pilot. They went 20 years, it's up. We talked a lot about it. I don't know if there are questions about it, but we came up with a formula that's pretty specific to cost of living increases that relate to the next 10 years. We're not in a position at this point to look for this resolution to be solved. I guess we have to do what?
You have to send out a deviation notice to the taxing jurisdictions because our uniform tax exemption policy has a maximum of 20 years for a project.
Okay, so we have to do that, but this is a good time to discuss any questions and thoughts people have.
If you go to section 2 of the resolution, that contains the business terms. Section 2, Ed, you don't have it. The existing pilot is 69,000 and change. What we did is we did a roll forward of CPI for 20 years. And if you apply CPI to the existing pilot payment, the new pilot payment would be $113,035.72. The existing rent that they pay the agency during the underlying term was $2,500 a year, Jen, if that's correct. Jen has suggested that with now the IDA having, Julio, Bethany, Jen, a lot more costs, that should go up. It's a little less than the amount it would be if we applied CPI. The proposed new rent would be $4,000 a year. The next would be an extension fee. We owe, on other projects, which I will say without advocating for something, just informationally, we've charged an extension fee, but all those projects were run by public utilities, not for profits. I left a blank. We could fill in anything from none to whatever you believe to be appropriate.
So what exactly is that? That's
A one-time fee because the agency will have to do work, sending out the new pilot to the taxing jurisdictions, setting it up on Bethany's.
But isn't that taken into account? We're raising the 4,000 a year.
We don't have to,
You're not doing that every
it
year.
would, we,
didn't have it.
What?
no, this is an extension fee. Other projects, we've charged an extension fee, but again, they're owned by like Brookfield Power. They're not owned by Bethel Woods Center for the Arts. So anywhere between none and whatever is reasonable.
I mean,
You're thinking none, right?
I'm thinking none simply
Okay.
because.
I'm just
you got
taking
10
out.
Years of 4,000.
I'm just taking out,
1,000.
I'm just taking out C and redoing D as
I mean,
C.
am I wrong?
No, I actually agree because the rent is going to be considerable, but we also don't want to hurt one of our major tourism and sales tax driving forces.
Right, and so what are we gonna charge, $500? I mean, it's silly at this point, because we're getting 1,000 more a year
I
for doing
took-
the same work.
I
Yep.
took these,
Put a zero in.
All right,
I took these terms right out of the other one that we did.
okay.
It's just,
Redundant.
the most recent one we
I'm
did.
sorry, well, I had to fill in because we started 10 minutes ago and we're done. And so,
And then-
and I came an hour and a half to get here today, so.
And then the usual last, which is whatever the agency's out-of-pocket costs are, will be paid by Bethel Woods, not by the agency.
Good.
So if those terms are okay, then we can't vote on it, but, what are your thoughts? Sean, I know you had some thoughts about it. Does that make?
How does Bethel Woods feel?
They were probably wanted the none.
Yeah, I mean, they
Okay, 'cause
have,
They could do the none if they had to, so.
but they use some services, so.
No, I just think that we, at the end of the day, we gotta try. Do what we can.
Yeah, no, they're fine with it in a sense, yeah. And
I mean, Joe's here on behalf of Bethel Woods.
Unfortunately, I haven't been involved in any of those discussions and I don't have any of that paperwork, so I don't have a
Yeah,
specific
should-
comment.
Okay, well. It's up to the board, not up to Bethel Woods. So the question is, if we apply CPI to what it was, to bring it up by a cost of living to where it is, and then it'll be fixed for another 10 years.
Yeah.
There were some discussions about bringing it up to a number and then applying annual CPI, but it seemed like it was way more trouble than it was worth.
And again, we're not looking to penalize them, it's just to bring it up to more current taxing standards. And again, there are impacts on the community that are, a lot of people complain that, all those police there and, so paying a little bit more, I think goes a long way for goodwill, more than anything else. Our fee, I can see it's not.
Yeah, it's not, they're not unhappy with us, Sean. I think that they feel it's fair. like anybody, you know, the least they pay, and they look
course.
not to pay anything, they're not for profit, but they also are good community citizens, I think, and so from this perspective, I think they feel good too, because they don't have to come here for 10 years.
Right.
So they're pretty happy, because I won't be here 10 years.
Yeah, but Sean will be in your seat 10 years from now.
Okay, so,
Ira, Ed,
No problem.
everybody okay?
Okay with it.
So then what we need is, we just need, it doesn't have to be, Jen, if you want it as a motion, it can be a motion, but we need to direct staff to send out these terms in a deviation notice to the county, town, schools, county, town, and schools. There's 2 school districts.
And then the final resolution will be next month.
You can't vote on this until the taxing jurisdictions have an opportunity to comment on your deviation notice.
I have a couple quick comments I'd like to make. One is I super appreciate everybody's participation on this board, because without it, I think things like this, the veterinary clinics at the woods, they'd be left with a lot of different thoughts that maybe not really broad enough to try and keep our community diverse with a lot of different things. So I want to thank you for that. I know it's a pain. Sean, it was a pain for you. I beat through Allendale because I came from Highland. But we do appreciate everybody coming and attending. So with that, I need a motion to adjourn our meeting. Ira, Ed,
I'll second that.
okay, all in favor? Aye.
By the way, thank you for your service.
A
A lot of